All right, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, your channel, our channel, where our thoughts and opinions become clear under the sun's view. Now, I'm for some time now, not for some time, I am going to be going through some videos and just basically highlighting my views and opinions on those videos. I am going to be taking these videos from the late Kevin Samuel's platform and just trying to dissect, some of them to to get a better understanding, as well as just to get an overall, what you'd call it, overall clarity, and just have things spread out on a different, different viewpoint, different perspective. Because I'm, and if you listen to my last video, I'm concerned. I'm really concerned, and I'm concerned because of the way society is now going, the direction. I don't even know if there's a direction that it's going in. The way society is today. And I'll say this, it's not balanced. There is a great level of imbalance in our society today. And it's not just Western or first world, it's worldwide. It is all over, from the end of the globe to the other end of the globe. I think, I presume, I guess, I would want to say, okay? And it's concerning because, as I mentioned, I am seeing that there has been a movement, a masculine movement by a few individuals who are, one, they're basically given their understanding of how things should be in the men's world, as well as the female. There's the feminine who've been chanting for their rights and respects for a very long time now. And we're now at the stage of this narrative, which is called modern family, the modern man, the modern woman, modern society, and how things have changed in reference to the family and what it meant, what family meant then in comparison to what it means now, what relationship was then to what it is now. And I thought, and again, I've come to the understanding that Kevin Samuels has passed. He did pass, I believe it was sometime in May of this year, 2022. So the interesting thing is, and it's hard, it's going to be hard to go through, and not having the individual be able to, at some point respond, or for me personally to just, maybe come in on one of his podcasts and say something and get his views and opinions on it or whatever. But nonetheless, his thing is still trending, and it's trending in, I guess, for because it seems to be something that is somehow empowering men and sort of giving them a different view on relationships, on women, and so forth. Now, I can't speak for a man. I'm not a man, I am a woman. So whatever I am saying, it's from me as a woman's view. So it usually people will come out and tell you, oh, you're saying that because you're a woman. Yeah, pretty much. You want me to say it because I'm a man? You want me to say it from a man's standpoint? No, I can't. I'm a woman. So whatever opinion or thought and view I'm going to give, it has to be, of course, from my view. I've had people tell me, like you're talking to somebody, and they would say to you, as a woman, they're talking to you, and they would say to you, "Oh, you're so emotional. Everything you bring your emotions into it, and women are too emotional. They don't think, they just go off of their emotions." Interesting, because all along I had this real silly, crazy notion that I was born a female, and that's what I am to this day. So why would you want to beat it down in my head that I'm too emotional? Isn't that really what most female hormones consist of? Emotion? That is what one of those things that I guess sets me apart from the man. That's the unique difference thing. I am more emotional. The female is the one that carries a child. I simply cannot see a man or imagine a man with his testosterone bringing a child into this world, because he is not the emotional type. He simply wouldn't be able to deal with it on an emotional level. So please, men, respect a woman for being emotional. Another reason why is because a person is gonna come, right? So they tell you, "Oh, you're too emotional. You don't think logically. Everything about you is emotional, and you have too many feelings put into it, and emotions and feeling and emotion." And it's quite interesting that after they say that, and you as a woman, you probably sit back and you go, "Oh wow, I guess having too much emotion is a bad thing. Okay, all right, I'm gonna try and put my emotions aside and start behaving a little bit stronger, start thinking more on a logical level." And then you meet the very same person who was telling you all along, "Oh, you're too emotional. Women are too emotional." And then you're having a conversation with them, and emotion has left the picture now. You're not in your emotional frame of mind anymore, right? You're now literally head to head, butt to butt with this individual. No more emotion. Everything is now on a logical standpoint. And you know what they're going to tell you? You're becoming a man. You're too aggressive. Why can't you calm down? Isn't it so? Women, please tell me, because I know in my headspace, I tend to tell myself that if I am thinking it, if I am feeling it, there is one other individual out there in the world who is thinking the same thing I am and feeling the same thing I am. That's how I see it. So women, female, let me know. Am I correct in this? And that's the contradicting part. So they argue with you and tell you, "Oh, you're too emotional. Women are too emotional, and they can't make logical decisions because they're too emotional." And then when you put that aside, when you try to build yourself out of that emotional state, and you start to get stronger and forget about emotion and start being like a man, thinking like a man, and acting like a man, and not having all that emotion being displayed, they start telling you, "Oh, you want to take over from our position? Oh, you want to be just like us? Oh, you can't do what a man do and still be a woman." At the same point, who are telling you that you're too emotional. So if you're too emotional, what's the opposite thing that you're supposed to do? If you get rid of, if they're not accepting you for who you are, they're bashing you for who you are, right? And then when you change to sort of level the thing off, it's still a problem. So at what point do we as women get any credit? Now, that went on a rant, I know, but anyway, getting back to the matter at hand. So this gentleman, he has passed on, and I've been listening. I just started listening recently to his videos, and you know, it's caught my interest on many different levels. One of the levels is that I just finished listening. I guess it's perhaps to one of his videos that he would have probably done at his earlier YouTube days, which is, it's like about 5 years ago. And what he's saying then, what he said in this video then, and I'm going to leave the link in the description. What he said in this video then, and if anybody watches his stuff and know his stuff and go back and watch this video from about 5 years ago, it seems really, you know, contradicting. However, this is the first video that I would like to dissect, and I appreciate what he said in this particular video, because to me it was more balanced, and it was balanced on both sex, both the female and the male, right? Again, I'm going to drop the link so that you can listen to it. Now, he was stating that the headline or the title of it is, who are you talking about? And what he appeared to be saying was that men, there is this term within the Black community called tricking. And tricking supposedly is perhaps when a guy says, you know, do you buy your girlfriend, your wife, or your sweetheart, you know, expensive clothes, nice shoes, nice cologne? And it would be regarded, if a man is doing that for his wife, buying his wife, girlfriend, sweetheart, whatever, nice clothes, you know, nice shoes, perfume, and whatever, expensive things, in the Black community, it's called tricking. And to me as well, it's the first time I am hearing the word tricking. It doesn't really sound like a good word to me, because trick is involved, so tricking, and I don't think anybody wants to be tricking anyone or should be tricking anyone. So it's called tricking. So a dude would say, or a person next day would say, no, why, that's tricking. To me, it sounds like it's foolishness that he would be saying. So tricking, I guess, would mean something like, that's crazy. Why would I be buying my girl expensive things and all of that? So he's basically saying that it's madness. It's madness, because if you have a woman, a wife, a girlfriend, whatever it may be, why, and you can afford it, why wouldn't you treat her with that? You know, she's giving you everything that you would desire. Why not, you know, turn around and offer her nice things as well? And he was also stating that if, like, a man takes out a woman, why would he expect the woman to pay the bill? he got the choice to choose the type of woman that he wanted in his life. So the fact that he got the opportunity to choose and he chose, he should be able to stand up to the game. So in my mind, I am thinking that he's saying, men, you need to stop being so cheap. And he is also saying, do not go above your value level. If you cannot afford her, leave her alone. If she is not within your price range, leave her alone. Take someone who is within your price range and work with her. Because, and it's true, a lot of these men, what they'll do is they'll try to, so let's say they're what you would call it, their intellectual capacity. For example, let's say it's a 1, right? They would want to go, and their intellectual capacity is 1, their financial capacity is 1, their entire lifestyle is at a 1. They would want to go and seek a woman whose lifestyle level is maybe at a 9 or an 8, right? So that's the type of woman that he would want to look. And then when she turns him down, this becomes an issue, it becomes a problem, right? And even if she does decide to talk to him now, he's at a level 1, she's at a level 8. 1, if he brings her out to a nice restaurant, he can't even afford to pay the bill because she is way out of his league. And then he can't afford to stand up to the bill, right? At the ending part of the day, he's literally putting himself in more debt and poverty than he already is. So men, if you are at a 1, why not look somebody who's within that price range as well? Or better yet, try to work yourself up to a 9, a 10, and then you have an even wider, an even broader range to pick from, because you can now pick higher, which is at your level, or you can pick from the lower platform. It's your choice. It is your choice. So what I got from this video was stay within your bounds. And I would say the very same thing for the women. And I've heard this said by someone, I've heard this said a few times, that men who are higher up in their lifestyle level will pick from the pool of women who are at a lower level. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Why? Because that's just men. They are driven by the challenge. That's why when he was at a 1, he still would have tried to get her at an 8, because that is just men. But then why he picks from a pool, or this is my opinion, why a man who is at a lifestyle level of a 9 or a 10, why would he pick someone from a 1 or 2 or 3? Why? First and foremost, the person who is from the 1 and 2 level Oh, open the gate. Oh, open the gate. Right. So basically, it's pick, pick, pick your level. And oh, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. So what I was stating is that the men who are at a 9 or a 10, they are going to pick from if, and to me, this is rare, very, 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 very rare. Why? Because men normally pick within their surrounding. So where are they going? Where are they going to find? So a lawyer, he's within his societal class of people. The functions that he's going to, these are all people who are at his level or higher, right? So in his social group, the only people that you're going to find in his social group who are at a 1 or a 2 are the waitresses, are the helpers, are the people who are attendees to the attendants. That makes sense, but these are persons who are catering to these high lifestyle people. That's the only time that somebody within a 9 and 10 are going to come in to the range of someone who is a 1 and 2, right? Because they are not going, somebody who is in a 1 and a 2, they're not going to these functions because they're usually exclusive. They can't afford those functions. So they're going to functions that they can afford and functions that will accommodate them. So it's very, very rare, in my view, when a man who's a 9 and a 10 ends up picking from the lower portion of the pool. And one of the reasons why he would end up, as I said, is because that person has found themselves in his social arena. Somehow, some way, that person's found themselves in his social arena. He didn't get up and pick up, go in his car and drive down to the ghetto and say, you know what, I'm looking for a wife. Unless there was a function down there that he attended, and then he knew where he was. He knew the type of people that were there. So he still had the choice. And then it's also perhaps a case where they're going to be a little bit more submissive. Why are they going to be a little bit more submissive? Because they're a 1 and a 2. So they know that they're not within the accredited arena. So their hopes of finding someone who is high up there, their hopes of having a relationship with, let's say, a lawyer, a doctor, big business entrepreneur, is very, 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 very low. So when that person that they had a 0.00 perhaps % chance of getting comes down and selects them, I think in myself that they're going to be a little bit more submissive. They're going to be a little bit more submissive. Right? As well, he probably would have chosen her because the people in his arena are not going to be as submissive. Why? Because these are high class, high accredited people who aren't going to settle for certain things. They're not going to settle for certain standards. So as much as those persons in his arena are easier to communicate with, when it comes on to relationship and certain needs and certain things being fulfilled, you know, somebody staying home to make him a hot meal, do you think these women who are high up there are going to leave their status to come and cook you some food because you're hungry? No, they're just as busy as you are. They are just as busy as you are. So no, they're not at home all day doing nothing. They're out in the work field working and giving 100% of their labor in order to be where they are, just the same. So he wouldn't want that. He wants someone who is at home. He doesn't want a career woman. He doesn't want someone who is of a professional nature. He wants someone who's going to cook him a nice meal. And if they decide to have children, he's going to produce those children and stay home, raise the children, take care of the home that he can come to, because he doesn't want to hire a maid to do all of these things for him. You get what I'm saying? So that's his housemaid, house helper, and relationship partner in one. Yeah, why pay separate when you can get one? You can get bundled. Oh my God. Why pay for a chef? So why pay a chef, a maid, and a babysitter when you can get all in one? You can get all in one. And believe me, personal chef is expensive. Having a personal chef takes money. For persons in the 9 and 10 arena, having a helper, a maid, takes money. Those persons are pretty well paid. You get what I'm saying? So, why dish out all of this? And the men know and think this, you know. Don't think that they don't consider these things. Why pay a chef and a maid and a nanny when I can just get one woman who covers all of that? And then I can get sex and everything else. And then men would think that it would be over the top or tricking to buy this individual nice things, show her love, show her attention, right? They would think it's difficult to do this for her. When if the tables were switched, they would have to be paying money out of their pocket to cook for somebody to cook for them. They would have to pay the chef. No jokes about it. Every single month, every week or fortnight or whatever it is, they would have to dish money out of their pocket to pay someone to prepare their meal. They wouldn't find that a challenge. They would have to leave, go to a restaurant, pay for the food, but you have someone who is at home cooking the food for you, and you are going to think that she doesn't deserve anything. She doesn't deserve anything because that's her job. Tell that to the chef. Get a chef to come to your house, let him cook, and you tell him, listen, I'm not gonna pay you. That's your job. I'm not gonna compensate you in any way. I'm gonna disrespect you. I won't even go there. But as I said, for this particular video, I think that, and you can listen, watch it for your own self and draw your own conclusions from it. But it is basically telling the men to step your game up. Step up your game. And if you are going to be looking for a woman, or if you have your female partner, take care of her, take care of yourself, and take care of her. And don't believe and think that you can look a certain way. Hello? No, he's not here right now. Yes, Miss Laws. Okay. Yes. Sure. Yes, I'm not quite sure if he got, I don't know, somebody called, but I'm not sure if it's the place. But I definitely will tell him to give you a call to. Yes. Yes, he'll be there up until about 5. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what I explained to him, that what he can do, because I'm home, is to give them, put the home number as his initial number. But no, yeah, as well, the first number I told him to put, I don't know if he did, is this number, 3790. Yes. Yes, this is the house number. Is his cell number. Okay. Yes, he's still there. No, it's not a call center. It's a souvenir. He's doing administrative and account assistant. That He's still there. No, he. Yeah. Can do. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Knowledge. Right. Right. His capability. Okay. Yes, he has to. Oh, okay. Write that down. Okay. All right. I will tell it when he comes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. For January, I see. All right. I appreciate it. All right. I will advise him. Nine five nine one four. Oh, I think you gave me the number right here. All right. You have a good one. Thank you so much.